Anyway mga kaibigan, ano man po ang inyong minimerienda ngayong hapon ng labanan natin dito sa Inares Center sa Antipolo City. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat at welcome sa inyong bayan ng Superstars. Nabanggit nga po ni Chiki kanina at ni John na labanan po ng Alaska Aces at ng Mobiline Phone Pals. Ang una nating tutunghayan, itong una nilang paglalaban, TJ, dalawang beses yata sila magkikita dito sa All Filipino.
That's very true because they are in separate groups. That means they play each other twice. So itong unang laban ng Alaska Mobiline, very interesting itong matchup to because as you all know, the coaching staff of Mobiline, part of which came from Alaska. Itong si Coach Alec Del Rosario knows the Alaska system pretty well. He's been with them for a bunch of years. But it's a different Alaska team now. They run the same system but with a lot of new core players. So kumbaga yung advantage ni Coach Alec, wala na masyado doon. Interesting battle. As we know, Mobiline still struggling, medyo mahina ang signal minsan at minsan okay naman sa kanila. But Alaska also still adjusting. As you look at the team standings, Alaska is 3-4, riding high on a 2-game winning streak, while Mobiline surprisingly beat San Miguel but had a bad loss against Santa Lucia, so they're aching to bounce back again.
Well, sabi mo yung Mobiline, medyo mababa ang signal paminsan-minsan. Sabi ni Mr. Manny Pangilinan, nagtayo na siya ng maraming cell site para medyo lumakas-lakas ang signal. Alam natin na may kakayahan itong kopunang ito, TJ. As a matter of fact, they played the role of a giant killer nung silang unang tumalo sa San Miguel Beer.
Oh, tama ka dun, Ed. They shocked everybody in that out-of-town game in Pampanga wherein even Coach Ian Gao said during that game, kahit sinong PBA team ang itapat dun sa Mobiline, kayang-kaya nilang talunin dahil sa ganda ng laro nila. So, it just goes to show that this team has it. They have the lineup, they have what it takes to beat anybody, and for so long, people have been saying they're very strong on paper, but they have to prove it on the court.
Yun ang importante. Walang kwenta yung sa papel lamang sapagkat ang labanan po dito sa hardcore. Kanya't inaasahan na yung ibang mga players ng Mobiline ay mag-step up para sa kanila para naman magkaroon ng magandang pagkakataon itong kanilang kupunan na makapasok sa susunod na stage ng ating All-Filipino Conference. Ngayon, sa panig naman ng Alaska Aces, banggit mo nga TJ, na marami ang bago rito sa Alaska Aces sapagkat marami silang pinalitan. Pero yung mga natira dyan, yung mga veterano ng Alaska Aces na alam na yung sistema, tsak na maganda ang contribution na binibigay nila para sa kupunan. Isa na dyan, itong si John Rodney Santos.
Well, very true. We call him the slasher and for so many reasons. As you see in his first 5 games nung 1-4 ang Alaska, medyo nag-struggle tong si Rodney. Of course, yung adjustment period niya sa bagong teammates, saka adjustment period as being the starting point guard for Alaska. As we all know, last year, he would come off the bench, wherein Johnny would be the point guard. Sometimes he would come in as a 2 guard, sometimes point guard. Last 2 games, look at his step up, almost 20 points a game. His rebounds has improved, and also his assists. I'm pretty sure 5.5 of his assists, yan ang medyo barometer na gusto ni Coach Tim Cohn because since he is the starting point guard, he has to be responsible for spreading that ball, getting everybody involved in the offense.
Well, alam natin na si Rodney Santos is a workaholic. No? Pagdating sa basketball court, he's got a good work ethic. Kanya't parati naman siya binibigyan ng kumpiyansa ni Coach Tim Cohn. Sa panig naman ng Mobiline, nabanggit nga natin kailangan mag-step up ng mga players ng Mobiline. Although Vic Pablo has been posting good numbers, yung kanyang mga kasama medyo out of range.
Tama ka dyan, no? As we all expected, the starting lineup of itong Mobiline Phone Pals, a very, very strong lineup, very potent and very tall at that. Look at their numbers. Pablo averaging 17.5 points a game, but after that, hardly anybody has broken the double-digit barrier in their averages. Ejercito only 9.5, Budiniera 9.2, Camacho same, and Ravenna, who's a big disappointment so far, only 3.3 points a game. Pero ang pinakamalaking masakit dyan, Ed, is their field goal percentages. As starters, they should be the guys most consistent on the team, but as you can see, they're worst in the league in field goal percentage and in total points as a starting unit.
Pero nakita natin yung mga pangalan na ipinakita natin, talaga namang alam natin na may kakayahan, ano ha? Because those players can certainly light them up on any given day. Ang ititingnan lang natin, if they can gel together as a team, magiging potent force itong Mobiline.
Well, very true. They've gelled, in fact, last year, but it's been a bit of a struggle. They had Asi Taulaba, in which it made them a complete team. So if you think of this team with a solid center, they're very strong, in fact. But without Asi in there, it's just Jericho Deniera as a sole big man. His backup is not as potent anymore, just Guido Babilonia, who's gone through many wars in the PBA. So a lot of pressure on the big men of Mobiline, especially when they face teams like Alaska with big guys like Ali Peak and Don Aliado.
You know, TJ, looking at the statistics of these two teams, may nakikita tayong common denominator. The number 80 seems to play a big part in the wins or losses of these two squads. Mukhang pagka nakakaabot sila sa 80 puntos or more, nagiging mas malaki ang chance na mananalo ang dalawang koponan ito.
Well, tama ka dyan. Number 80 has been a very famous number in basketball lately because it's been the magic number. Either you hold down your opponents to 80 points or you score more than 80 points. That's the magic factor. Look at Alaska, 81 points or more, that's where they got the 3 wins. For Mobiline, the times that they've won their 2 games, they've scored an average of 81 points. So, medyo nagiging target nga to score more than 80 points. And of course, you have to target keeping your opponents below 80 points.
Alright, thank you very much DJ at mga kaibigan. Handa na po tayo sa sagupan ng dalawang koponan ito. Alaska na 2-game roll. Itong Mobiline nagro-roller coaster pa rin sa ating All-Filipino Conference for the year 2001 season ng inyong bayan ng Superstars. It's Mobiline versus Alaska when we come back.
Sa mga tagahanga po ng PBA at tagahanga po ng Santa Lucia,
abangan nyo kami dyan sa Lawag.
Sabado na po, March 10.
Popcola versus Santa Lucia.
kita-kita po tayo.
Patrick Fran. Also at guard, number 20, Don Camacho.
Alright, balik po tayo sa Inares Center sa Antipolo City sa lalawigan po ng Rizal. Tinawag na po ang mag-uupisa para sa Alaska Aces habang ina-announce sa mga ng starting unit para sa Mobiline phone pals. You look at our starting fives brought to you by QuickType, the all-in-one glue technology by Loctite. Kaya po para sa Alaska, Duremdes, Aliado, Santos, Peak, and Arrigo. Para naman sa Mobiline, Fran Camaso, Cordillera, Pablo, and Gabby Cui.
No changes there for the Alaska Aces, pero may konting pagpalit dito sa phone pals wherein Don Camaso is now starting for them in replacement of Jerome Ejercito.
Alam mo kanina, DJ, nabanggit ko si Jerry Cordillera in the middle. Ang pumapalit sa kanya, o ang relievo sa kanya, itong si Guido Babilonia. There's another big guy there, Don Camaso, pero he doesn't play as big as you'd like him to.
Well, through the years after his college career, they've realized that his natural position and his natural ability is actually an off guard or small forward. He's very lanky, he's very quick, he jumps high, but he's not strong enough to bang inside.
Samantala, Rodney Santos trying it out in the land of the Giants. Ito po yung pinag-uusapan natin si Don Camaso. He can do those things. He can finish the break, he can spot up, pero yung playing with his back to the basket, hindi niya ganong forte yan.
It's not really his game, and Don Camaso probably the best. For guys at 6'6", he's probably the best guy who can run the floor. As compared, there are a lot of athletic guys in the league now who are about his height, no? So like Johnny Siegel and the like, no? But he's still the quickest one for his height.
That's correct. 2-0 lead here for the phone pass. Don Camaso is being guarded by John Arrigo. Out to Gabby Cui. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Vic Pablo, always their first option on offense. Rodney Santos sees Duremdes underneath. Medyo na ilang sa kay Patrick Fran. Second servings, wala pa rin.
Well, sayang dun. Medyo na, kanina pa libre dun si Kenneth Duremdes. Yung pasa lang ni Rodney Santos, medyo na delay ng konti.
So napako po tayo rin sa 2-0 in favor of the Mobiline Goldhouse. Nasa kanila ang bola. Vic Pablo has it against Aliado. It's Camaso and Arrigo.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're going to attack Arrigo. He's probably the only weak link in the defense of Alaska that they can see. They will force a mismatch because Cordillera against Ali Big. Medyo mahirapan si Jerry dyan. So they're trying to get Camaso to establish somewhat of a low post game against Arrigo and maybe force the Aces to double team him.
Panay nga punta ng bola kay Don Camaso. Dito naman si Vic Pablo, kinapikan galing sa likod ni Rodney Santos. Referee Cruz para the foul, however, on that reach-in by Rodney Santos. Meron tayong 10 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter. At unti-unti pong pumapasok mga tao dito sa Inares Center sa Antipolo City. If you live around the area, well, pakataon nyo na mga kaibigan para mapanood yung mga paboritong superstars sa PBA. Vic Pablo missing another one. At ito si Arrigo. Pull-up jumper. At nakuha ni Don Camaso. At ito si Patrick Fran. Jerry Cordillera against Ali Peak. Pinabot kay Vic Pablo with a pick from Jerry. Ayun na.
Nice movement there. They didn't go to an isolation play to Don Camaso, but they ran their triangle offense. Simple handoff from Jerry, but the screen hit. That's what freed up Big Pablo.
And it's 4-0 in favor of Mobiline. Alaskan offense, Randy Santos to Aliado to Durendes. Durendes, medyo nag-fake ng konti at tinawagan ng traveling violation. Ano ba yung head and shoulder fake niya? Kung minsan, yun
Nafe-fake mo sarili mo eh.
pati yung sarili mo, you don't realize, no, na naiangat ito.
Split second lang. Pag nahuli ka ng konti, grabe na.
At slow-mo brought to you by PLDT Text 135. If you can't say it, text it. For free activation, call 171. Ito, hindi slow-mo ito. Tuloy-tuloy na pass break. 12. Derek Durendes going all the way. First 2 points for the Alaska Aces.
So that's one thing that you should not do if you're defending a fast break. Dapat unang-una, bantayan mo yung may bola.
Ito parang nahawi ni Kenneth Durendes yung depensa ron. Samantala, Jerry Cordillera medyo mahina doon sa kanyang jump shot. Narito si Kenneth Durendes. Looking around, medyo nagka-problema. Binigay kay Aldon Aliado. Aliado takes it inside, natapigan. Rodney Santos, libre. Wala. And Cordillera with a rebound off to Don Camaso. Camaso, sinanubog ni John Arrigo. Camaso down low to Vic Pablo. Medyo nakipagkamayan doon si Kenneth Durendes.
This is going to be another interesting matchup for this game. The two top offensive options of each team are guarding each other. Itong si Durendes nga at kalaban si Pablo. And Pablo may have the option of taking him at the post kasi si Pablo dating power forward din nito ng college.
Oo. Sa FEU to, di ba? Si Big Pablo. Patrick Fran wide open for the three. And Jerry Cordillera has the offensive rebound. Big Pablo titira na naman. Oh, hinakot yung offensive rebounding ng Mobiline. Patrick Fran naman yun, coming out of nowhere. At si Big Pablo. Lahat yata ng klaseng lisensya. Meron din si Big Pablo. Professional, non-professional. May tulakan dun, ha? And the foul is on Vic Pablo. Doon wala siyang lisensya, no?
Oh, wala siyang lisensya, tumulak
Oo.
sa poste.
4-2 is our score. Mobiline up against the Alaska Aces. Ali Peak working against Jerry Cordillera. Ali Peak has become the main man of Alaska on offense. Medyo malakas yata.
Well, a good job by Jerry. They're keeping him away from the basket. That's the thing you have to do against Ali Peak, keep him further from the basket.
Kaya naman, hindi ko rin masyado na-exploit yung perceived mismatch between Don Camaso and John Arrigo. Although naka 2 points natin si Don Camaso. Tula ka na naman, si Camaso yata nakita.
Kita-kita naman yun.
Offensive foul number 20, Don Camaso.
Merong 30-second timeout at tinatawag si Coach Tim Cone ng Alaska with 7 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. At ang ating score sa kasalukuyan, 4-2. Mobiline up with 7 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Kenneth Durendes nakakuha ng screen galing kay Ali Peak. Don Camaso grabs the rebound para sa Mobiline.
And I'm sure concerned na ngayon si Coach Tim Cone that his team has not really gotten to their offensive groove. They've only scored 2 points so far and we've practically had 5 minutes gone by in this game.
Samantala, maganda sana galaw yun kay Gabby Crew. Kaya tinawagan siya ng offensive foul.
That's the third offensive foul so far by the phone pals.
So, wala pa rin silang team foul. Ano, ha?
That's the-
Tatlo na tinatawag sa kanila pero wala pa rin silang team
Yun
foul.
ang bonus nun kapag offensive foul, hindi nga sinasama sa team foul.
Kaya lang, sayang naman yung oportunidad. Ano? Aliado, good fake. The drop-off. Ali Peak against Cordillera. Masigit dyan pero nakuha pa rin. The Ali Peak, yung undergo stab against Jerry Cordillera, no less.
Well, that's one of the most difficult things to do in the PBA is to bang bodies against the Mount Mountain Ali Peak as he backs you down.
Tabla na tayo mga kapatid at 4-all. Libre, Vic Pablo, mahina. And Arrigo has the rebound for Alaska. Kenneth Durendes. Durendes sachets into the paint, misses the shot. Arrigo gets it back to Kenneth. Jump shot still won't go. Ito naman ang nakakakuha ng offensive rebound sa mga yan ng Alaska. Aliado pumoposte laban kay Vic Pablo. Tumulong pa si Patrick Grant pero pasok na yung tira ni Don Carlos Aliado, and Alaska takes the lead for the first time at 6-4. Meron tayong 5 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Tatawag naman ito ng sila Coach Louie Alas ng kanilang 30-second timeout dito sa first quarter. Na offensive foul na naman ang Mobiline, pang-apat na nila yan. Wala pa silang team foul, however, sapagkat puro offensive nga yung foul sa kanilang nakukomit, ano? Ali Peak missed one underneath. Eto, tumatakbo si Vic Pablo, sinasalubong ni Kenneth Durandez. Pablo pa rin, nakatingin sa loob, walang mapasahan. Pablo, double-teamed. Nilabas kay Gabby Cui. 10 seconds pa nalalagay sa kanilang shot clock.
Alam mo, sayang yun. Nag-switch na nga ng defenders itong si Pablo at saka si Camaso. Dapat si Pablo na lang yung pumoste dahil bumabantay na sa kanya doon si Arrigo.
Meron pa tayong 5 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Medyo low scoring ito mga kaibigan. 6-4 ang ating score sa pabor po ng Alaska Aces.
Well, something a bit reminiscent of the last game of Mobiline wherein they only scored 2 points in the first quarter against Santa Lucia.
Oo. Samantala, motik pa mablangka yun, di ba?
Oo nga eh. 1 minute and a half na sila nakascore nun.
Here's Aliado.
Shot clock's winding down.
Ubus na.
Well, this is not the normal Alaska team that we are seeing. They're not as crisp offensively. They're not moving that ball around. Medyo na, kumbaga, namamatay yung play nila dahil ang tagal ng bola sa isang tao.
Medyo sinausaw ng gusto ni Aliado kanina yan eh. Play broken up and a mid-court inbounds para kay Vic Pablo to Don Camaso. Lumalabas si Jerry Cordillera, but instead it goes up to Vic Pablo, top of the key. Patrick Fran, right quarter court jumper, wala. Don Camaso trying to keep it alive para sa Mobiline. Natapik palabas si John Arrigo. Here's Vic Pablo. Jerry Cordillera humihingi na pasa. Lamang kay Ali Peak. Cordillera going the other way. Nabot. Super Volcasil Tapa. Galing kay Ali Peak. And the second try. Jerry Cordillera pasado na lahat.
Kapulot ng bola. Ito yung magiging X-factor ng phone pass. Guys like Gonzalez coming off the bench, bringing a lot of energy and hustle. As Arrigo just lost that ball.
Yun, nabitawan pala niya.
Kuha na niya, lumusot pa sa legs niya.
Ito mo naman ang swerte ng tao. Nakita niyo sa ating slow-mo, brought to you by PLDT. Text 135. If you can't say it, text it. For free activation, call 171. Sa kanila pa bola.
Oh, I'm sure Coach Tim Cohn is quite concerned kasi nakakarami yung offensive rebounds ng phone pass.
Quick hands by Rodney Santos. His pass anticipated by Vic Pablo. Medyo nakabawi si Vic Pablo ron. It was his bad pass across that transition play. Pablo, medyo nahuli yung pass. Don Camaso trying to go after it. Si Camaso na naman natin. I-reprepare natin nandun. Second personal on Don Camaso.
And another bad pass that time by Vic Pablo. So some sloppy passing in the past couple of plays for both teams.
Samantala, Ali Peak hands it against Jerry Cordillera. Ali Peak inuunti-unti. Natapik ni Jerry Cordillera. Vic Pablo running out of space.
Kala ko tutulungan pa ni Coach Louie Alas na tapikin yung bola.
Pwede lang eh, no? Ikaw ba na-traffic papunta rito sa Antipolo, DJ? Wala no?
Inagapan ko ng uso. Tuloy dumating ako ng alas 3.
Ayun.
I gave allowance for the traffic this time.
Ako rin eh. Pero medyo light ang traffic papunta sa Antipolo kanina.
Nagsuma na lang ako.
Yun. Arrigo trying to beat the buzzer. Norman Gonzalez picks it up para sa Mobiline. Narito si Patrick Fran. Vic Pablo against Aliado. Gonzalez pumaposte lamang kay Kenneth Durandez. Gonzalez pa rin. Inuti-unti si Kenneth Durandez. Lost control.
Daming useless fouls ng phone pass, no? They've collected a bunch of fouls. That's, I think, their 6th foul if you count the 4 offensive fouls, no?
Tama.
And yung mga fouls na yun, hindi naman yun nagagamit sa depensa. It's not like they challenge a shot. It's not like they went for a steal or a block. It's offensive fouls. Useless loose ball fouls that might have an effect on them in the end of this game.
Ganun pa man, there's a steal by Jericho. They get off the pass by John Arrigo. Nice! Good shot by Norman Gonzalez to Don Camaso. Ganda ng pasa na yun, ha?
Oh, one of the rare times you see the phone fouls running the break, and if they have the advantage, why not? They can do that. They have the lineup that's big enough and that can run.
8-6 in favor of Mobiline. Ali Peak sa ilalim. Yan ang kanyang, kumbaga, teritoryo.
Merienda ni Ali Pic yung chinibog
Oo.
si Jericho din niya at the post. No double coming from the phone pass at that play.
Yes, sinasabi natin kinain ng buhay. Gonzalez to Vic Pablo. Ayun, yung kanyang palobong tira. Vic Pablo humihirit pa ng, humihirit pa eh. Kaya yung foul. Tinamaan daw siya sa Siko. Eh kung hindi pa na tinamaan yung baka hindi pumasok.
Nga eh. Kasi dapat malakas.
Aliado. Pero ito si Kenneth Durandez, Captain Marbel. Ay, hindi ka sana yung ideya. Good idea. Kanya lang medyo sumover ng konti. Sumobra. Ito, yung pasahan ni Gonzalez at ni Camaso. And the Mobiline Full Pals with a 2-point lead at 10-8. On the timeout, pinasok ni Coach Tim Cron si Brian Gahol para kay John Arrigo. Mas malaki yan. Samantala, Norman Gonzalez against Brian Gahol. Galabas kay Patrick Fran. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Actually, wala nang pupuntahan si Patrick Fran doon eh.
Yun yung mga sayang. You brought down the shot clock to 2 seconds. You played good defense for 22 seconds, but you committed that foul just when Mobiline needed it.
So, dalawang free throws po ibibigay dito kay Patrick Fran. Traces his roots to Ormoc City. Pero mukhang dito na lumaki ito si Patrick eh. Although yung mga fan na yan, sila na yan doon sa Ormoc. And bayan ni Mayor Padilla. At ni Mrs. Richard Gomez. Yeah, si Lucy Torres. Ganun din. Patrick Fran makes it a 12-8 count for Mobiline. A minute and 34 seconds remaining. Dito po sa ating first quarter. Rodney Santos. Looking around, gets it over to Ali Peak. Brian Gahol, kapapasok lang. Ay, Super Bowl kasintapa ni Don Camaso. Goodbye!
Yan ang strength ni Don Camaso. He makes one good defensive stop at the other end, gets the block, and he's quick enough to beat everybody down the court all alone for that easy dunk.
Hello, Fears Land. Face your fears. Live your dreams. Para kay Don Camaso. Ali Peak. Ay, natulak ni Patrick Fran. There was not much that Patrick Fran could do in that situation. At akala mo pangatlong team pa lang ng Mobiline.
I was about to say the same thing. Isn't it amazing na you only have 3 team fouls with 57 seconds to go in the quarter?
Parang mali yung scoreboard. Pero actually, ang dami kasi nilang offensive fouls.
Apat eh.
Here's Aliado. Kenneth Durandez out to Santos. Brian Gahol looking at Aliado. Hindi na maipasa. Ayun na. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Aliado. Woo!
Saktong-sakto lang. Just beat that buzzer by a second. And well, Alaska's doing okay at the post now, but they still have to space it out better. No? The other guys on the weak side, medyo malapit masyado, making it easier for the phone pass to double team.
Error on Norman Gonzalez. 29 seconds to go in the first quarter. Mobiline with a 4-point lead.
I'm sure ang dami natin makikitang turnovers for both these teams after this quarter is over.
Oo. Ito yung pasa kay Aliado from Durandez. Back to Durandez. Here's Rodney. Brian Gahol. Medyo pinoproteksyon doon ni Don Camaso. Kenneth Durandez gets away!
Bye!
Nagbutan niya lahat. And the lead is down to 2 for Mobiline, and a steal by Rodney Santos with 3 seconds remaining. Rodney lets it fly! Pero matutuwa na rin ang coaching staff ng Alaska doon sa ginawa na yun sa last 30 seconds or so.